Alright, boys and girls, I am here to give you my best movies of 2019. Alright, and without further ado, let's get started with number 10, which is Knives Out. Knives Out is actually a pretty enjoyable ass movie, and coming from the director of Looper, I wasn't expecting much of a failure because usually movies on his own are always great. So, yeah, Daniel Craig easily steals this show. Jamie Lee Curtis is the second best thing about this movie, besides the young girl that we follow through this movie. So, yeah, Knives Out is an easy watch and it's great, and I can't wait for Knives Out 2 or Part 2 or however they call this thing, because this was an instant underrated movie, and I liked it, man. I really did. And at number 9, It Chapter 2. Now, It Chapter 2 wasn't as good as the first, but it was still good enough to warrant the best movie of the year list. And I don't want to say too much without spoiling. It Chapter 2, it wasn't the best since the first movie, but there was things in here that made it worth watching, notably. And the cast was strong in this movie, so I'll give It Chapter 2 a lot of credit in that regard, besides Pennywise being awesome as usual. So, but it's hard to describe it without spoiling stuff, man. Just go watch it. Go watch it. In that number 8, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This easily is one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. Probably within the top 5. I'm about to do a list about him too. But I enjoyed this movie. The fucking shit. Leonardo DiCaprio was awesome. Brad Pitt is where it shines in this movie, because this actually turns into his movie a lot. And I like the stuff that he was given in this movie. So, yeah. Very, very good stuff in here. Very good direction by Quentin Tarantino. A foot fetish has never been stronger, boy. I seen it in this movie, and it's crazy. So, wow. Awesome. Awesome ride. And at number 7, Ford v Ferrari. Now, I've reviewed this movie. I just haven't put it up yet. Why? I don't know what I'm doing. But still, awesome movie. Christian Bale, great. Matt Damon, awesome. The two of them together is like bread on butter, I guess you could say. They work very well together, and I'm shocked that this ended up being as good as it was, because I didn't think anything of it going into it. But I'm like, oh, fuck, that's a good movie. So, yes, thank you, Fox. Thank you. In at number 6, Joker. Joker was another surprise hit for me, especially coming from just a villain standpoint. But I gave it a chance because it was DC. And boy, the Todd Phillips did not let me down. I enjoyed the shit out of this movie. Joker easily is one of my favorite movies of the year, by far. Now, there's a rumor that Mr. Freeze might be the next villain to get his own movie. Do it. That is the villain I want to see have his own movie. That's the villain that has the best arc in the movie. You know how tragic that movie would be? Oh my God. To see his wife up walking around, them interacting, her having her accident. I'm talking 2.5 hours here. I'm talking about the whole origin play out. That'd be great. Oh my God. Please give me that. And at number 5, I had to do a little switcheroo here. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Wow. This did not let me down at all, and this is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay? Monster action at its best. Not the hokey kind, like the 60s kind, but the instincts of animals fighting for domination. It's amazing. The characters are the weakest part of this movie, but then again, they've always been the weakest part about any Godzilla movie. Okay? English or Japanese. So, I ain't got too much to say about the human element. Just get them out the way, because we already had a whole nother movie about human element and less Godzilla. So at least I got what I needed in this one. And at number 4, Avengers Endgame. Easily the best way to conclude the Avengers saga for the original crew before we get to either Next Avengers or New Avengers or whatever they're going to call the next Avengers movie. But yeah, easily worth the 11-year build up, because this is year 11 now, and without a doubt my favorite conclusion of any movie I've ever seen. And that takes a lot of balls to do. Takes a lot of balls to do what they did in this movie. So, yeah. And at number 3, John Wick Chapter 3. John Wick Chapter 3 didn't surprise me, because I knew this was going to be good. But the fact that they have him traveling now, besides staying in like one location of the city, but he's actually traveling across the world. Come across Halle Berry, no spoiler, because this is in the trailer, and all this stuff was actually pretty good. It kept it moving, to be honest with you, which is what it should have happened. So yeah, I can't wait for Chapter 4. That comes out the same day as The Matrix. I don't know how Keanu Reeves is going to shoot these movies back to back, but Matrix, I believe, is being shot right now, and I think Chapter 4 will be after this. So yeah, a Keanu Reeves day is the best day you'll ever get. And at number 2, "1917." Wow. Wow. The best war movie in 21 years, man. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. This movie was great, okay? I have no complaints about 1917. Well shot, well directed, well acted all around. And for the most part, practical. It don't get no better than that, man. No better than that. If you haven't seen this movie yet, watch it. Even though it came out this year, technically worldwide, it had a release on December 25th, so I count this as 2019. Sorry, guys. And in that number 1 of the best movies of the year list, the very, very underrated Doctor Sleep, which I've also reviewed a while back but haven't posted yet. So if the camera's in the opposite direction, this is the old videos that I've shot. So I'm sorry about that. But Doctor Sleep, easily the best sequel to a movie in a long time. Long time. It's like Blade Runner. Good. Okay? Ironically, I kind of got a little bit of Blade Runner thinking about this movie. So I can kind of see where that went for that. But yeah, very good. Ewan McGregor was awesome. I can't wait to see what they do to him as Obi-Wan, because I want to know how they're going to fuck this up, if they do. So yeah, Doctor Sleep, very good movie. Let me know what your guys' top 10 movies, of the best movies of 2019 are in the comments down below. I haven't did this in a long ass time, but still, yes. And I will see you guys in the next one.